Welcome everyone. This is Curtis one more time. So we're gonna be revising the assignments of my personal projects. That is a car renter, or backend, API that I've been able to develop. So let me go ahead and log into the render and try to test it to see if that works. So let me go here. So I've already run the first file here. So that is the get. So here is the user that we have uh, into a database. So as the course requires, we should be able to have at least two collections here. So let me go try to switch in order to be able to see that here. So we have the admin API, we have the booking API, we have the car API, we have the user API. So we have about four types of APIs that we have here. So let's go ahead together. I want to post it. So let me go ahead and try to post a data into the database here. So let me say, instead of queries, let me say pull here. So email, let me say pull at gmail.com. Let me say password, let me say pull, let me type pull as password, and let's say that person is a user. Yeah, so let's try to post that and see. Fantastic, that works. That means that we have pull here, we have his password that's been generated as an hash here. So let's try to see if we can get that particular user here. Let's say we want to get a user by his ID. We're gonna get the user that we just created here. So let me go ahead and try to do that here. Great. So we found the poll, user found. So we found poll. So let me go ahead and say now, instead of saying I want to do something better here. So I want to try to modify. I want to modify. So if you remember, I entered poll there. So I'm no more gonna enter poll. I'm gonna enter James. Let's go for James, for instance. Email. Let's say James. Also gmail.com. Let's see password. Let me see James again. Does not want to wait. Let me see for this time. Let's see user. We're still gonna keep with the user default. And let me go ahead and try to make that. Yes, so user has been updated successfully. So great. So let's try to see, because we got our user here. We made a modification to the user. So let's say we want to delete that particular user. So we're gonna delete a particular user by his ID. That is what we're gonna do. So let me go ahead and try to do that here. Great. So that means that particular user has been deleted. So let me go back here and try to find a particular user by his ID to see if that is gonna work. So we have the same user here. So let's see. Okay, so we have this one. Okay, the same thing. So let's say we want to get that particular user. So user not found. So that means that everything works perfectly. So let me go ahead now and try for the car admin, for the car API. Let me see. I want to get the type of car that I do have in my. I want to post cars. Yeah. So let me see. Round Rover. Rover. Yeah. Brand. Round Rover. And let's say model SUV. And let's say we're gonna keep this, and let's change the price to be something like this amount that we want to be entering right here. Great. So let's say we have it here. Let's say let's enter anything that tool that we want. Just so. So now let's paste the user and see. So great, user was created successfully. So let's try to get that user by his particular ID. First, before doing that, we're gonna check, get all the users, cars that we have in our database here. So let's see. Yeah, we have only single, car that we just created. So let's see if this one gets a particular car by its ID. So let me go ahead and enter here and just say go. So there we have it. Great. So let me say I want to modify. So what I'm gonna do, I want to modify, a particular car. So let's say this. I want to modify this car with this ID. Let's say let's say Maserati. Maserati. Let me see. Maserati again. Okay. Let me see model. Let me see sports. The year. Let me have it to 2025. Let's say it's $500,000. Yes. Yes. So let's say true. Let's say here's the URL. Let's go for this. And now that we have this, so now let's try to post that and see if that's gonna work. Great. That means that we modify everything. So instead of the previous, instead of Range Rover that we have, we do have now Maserati. Great. So let me go ahead and try to delete a particular car by ID. Let's try and do that. Great. Great, we have this. So let's go back here now and try to say that we want to get a particular car by its ID. So let's have this one here again. Great, so car not found. That means the car has been deleted. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a nice day. Bye bye.